You know, it's crazy. I see so many short-term rental hosts nowadays that are sitting on so much unrealized revenue in their business that if they just simply learned how to repackage the properties that they already have, they could substantially increase the amount of money that they're making. What am I talking about exactly? Well, let me tell you a story. So a couple of years ago, a client came to us and he wanted us to start managing some properties for him in a small little mountain town. Now, what he had was a 1-bed, 1-bath and a 2-bed, 2-bath property. But what was unique with this was that they were connected via an adjoining door. So when we took a look at this, we told him, I don't know if you realize this, but you actually have 3 listings here, not 2. And he said, well, what are you talking about? I said, well, what we can do is we can actually advertise this as a 3-bed, 3-bath property because we can create a 3rd listing that connects both of these 2 properties together. Now, at the time, the client, he was making maybe around $40,000 a year combined with both of these properties. After we made this one change and after we helped him get his property redesigned and added some new amenities, take a look at the last 12 months here. So we went from around $40,000 a year in revenue to over $200,000 a year in revenue with the exact same properties by simply repackaging what was already there and capturing unrealized value. Now, the tool we use to do this is a channel manager called Hospitable. Now, we've been customers with Hospitable for the last number of years, and it has been a game changer in our business. Now, one of the features we like the most about Hospitable, well, there's actually quite a few, but for today's video, I want to talk about the parent-child configuration. Now, how this works is if you have a property that has multiple units at the same address, you can actually create multiple listings with the exact same listings. So how this works is you could have your individual listings for each of the different units, but then you can have what's called a parent listing, which essentially wraps them all together so that if someone wants to rent out the entire property and all the different units, they can do it under one reservation. Now, if they just simply want to rent individual units, they can continue to do that. And how that'll work is if they do that, it'll block availability on the parent listing. But then if they book dates on the entire listing under the parent listing, then it will block availability on the individual listings. Now, I know that's a little bit of a mouthful, but at the end of the day, what this allows you to do is simply repackage the listing that you already have and be able to offer a much larger property to the market and potentially capture much unrealized value. Now, if you're a host in the short-term rental space that is looking to grow and scale your short-term rental business, I can't think of any better tool than Hospitable that's there to help you do that. Now, if you want to learn more about it and see if it's a good fit for your short-term rental business, just go ahead and comment the word link and we'll send you a link to Hospitable so that if you do decide to sign up, you can get 25% off for the first 3 months. So go ahead and comment link and we'll send you more details to learn about Hospitable. Take care.